International traffic signs. In 1968, the Vienna Convention was signed to adopt a unified system to regulate and control traffic. Among the many items of this convention, unifying the traffic sign system in addition to road marks and light signals, determined the types and numbers of signs to be placed at locations with a focus on warning signs. Traffic signs are metal or electronic signs with different shapes, sizes, and colors, aimed at traffic motion control on roads or at crossroads, and they obligate, warn, and guide drivers and pedestrians who are traveling. Types of international traffic signs. Traffic motion control signs. Warning signs. Directional informatory signs. Temporary works signs. Give way signs. Traffic give way control signs at crossroads. Stop sign. It is an equilateral octagon with a red background and sometimes with a white frame. Written inside is the word stop in a white color. When the driver sees this sign, he has to completely stop his vehicle before entering the intersection to give way to the other vehicles on the road. Uses. At the intersection of a sub-road with the main road with insufficient vision distance due to heavy traffic on both sides. At the intersection of two roads where many traffic accidents occur. At the intersection of two sub-roads, the importance of the other sub-street is done by placing the signal at one of those sub-streets. The give way sign. It is an equilateral triangle with the base pointing up and vertex pointing down. It has red frames and white backgrounds. Sometimes written on it is the word give way or give priority in a black color. The give way sign is placed at crossroads or the intersection of sub-roads with main roads to determine traffic priority. When the driver sees this sign, he has to reduce the speed of his vehicle before arriving at the intersection to give way to the other vehicles. Uses. At the entrances from a sub-road to the main road with a clear vision. When entering roundabouts. At places where priority is not clear. At free lanes near roundabouts and light signals with a clear vision. Give way sign for vehicles coming from the opposite side. It is a circular shape with a white background and a red frame. It contains a red arrow pointing up and a black arrow pointing down. When the driver sees this sign, he has to reduce the speed of his vehicles and give way to the vehicle coming from the opposite side. His vehicle and the vehicle coming from the opposite side cannot pass at the same time because the road is narrow and does not allow two opposing vehicles to pass together. Thus, he has to stop his vehicle and allow the other vehicles to pass. Give way sign for you to pass. It is a square-shaped sign with a blue background. It contains at the left a red arrow pointing down and at the right a white arrow pointing up. This sign is used with the give way sign for vehicles coming from the opposite side. When the driver sees this sign, he has to reduce the speed of his vehicle, especially if he's driving at such a narrow road, which does not allow two opposing vehicles to pass together. Thus, the driver at the opposite side in the direction of the red arrow has to stop his vehicle and give way to the opposite driver to pass. End of road with give way. When the driver sees this sign, he has to realize that the give way of the road has ended. Thus, he has to be attentive and cautious and reduce the speed of his vehicle and give way to the other vehicles that are on the street. Road with give way. When the driver sees this sign, he has to realize that the road is with give way. The driver has to be attentive at the intersection without stopping and drive with the road's speed limit.